It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl travels through Canton. It's the Packers and the Black Knights under the lights on Sunday night.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Black Knights of Canton. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one.
And we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Miles Murphy. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Miles Murphy able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want.
Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. They go play action here on first down. And it's a Packers touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. They'll look to throw here on first down. It returns it right back to Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe
okay, the field goal unit out on the field as they look to get 3 points here in the waning moments of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks as always. What half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Las Vegas Raiders who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well.
So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here.
A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. That is caught. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because
all right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here.
A solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. dub. And the Black Knights have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got...
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
Come on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Black Knights have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Canton offense takes over once again. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
Well, Packer... Set to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
This is caught at the end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Now 1st and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield. Maybe.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So the Packers down 28-24, a little over 40 seconds to go. A field goal won't help. They need a touchdown to send them to the Super Bowl as they've got it 1st and 10. He's got Johnson.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and this game is tied. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't settle things. It's going to take overtime to figure out who wins the George Halas Trophy and punches their ticket to the Super Bowl. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the Magic of that stadium in a freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
Automatic first down.
So now then, the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
But we know they need a touchdown here to keep their season going, and on that play, wasting no time to try to push that ball downfield, partner.
Yeah, and even though the season's hanging in the balance on this drive, I don't know what you see, but I don't see any fear in the eyes of this offense. They're dialing up big plays, risky throws. They'll do whatever it takes to match touchdown for touchdown. And in this moment, they need to play the best they have all season, and they certainly appear to be ready to rise to the occasion.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Trying to keep their season alive. Down 7 in overtime. Now they'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on second down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And even 100 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's first down.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death. Or go for 2 and let it come down to one last two-point try.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
So their offense got the touchdown. They needed this defensive stand, and after that play, Charles, they are on the verge of getting that stand and winning this football game.
It's a whole different ball game now in the playoffs, isn't it? Because now everyone understands with the new rules, your job's not done anymore if you scored that initial touchdown. You still got to come out and play some defense, and boy, did they ever on that play. Now if they stand tall here on 3rd and long, there'll be one
under pressure, and they got to him again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. But part of the entire season coming down to this play, they have to have a touchdown, or the ball game is over.
And whether you like the postseason overtime rules or not, partner, and frankly, I don't. I can't deny that it creates a ton of suspense. Time now to see how they answer this question. When it all comes down to one snap, what play will they dial up to reach the end zone?
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gault.